The Denver Broncos heading into Week 10 currently struggling. Can we say that? Can they struggle? But previously they have been playing decent football. The Broncos did have won 5 out of their last 6 before they took that beat down to the Baltimore Ravens in Week 9. The defense have been the bright point for this Denver Broncos team most of the season. They're currently ranked 6th in the NFL. The offense has been shady at best, but getting better in that 5-game. Like in those 5 games that they did win, the offense was improving each and every week. But they are currently ranked 25th in the NFL, which is worse than the Jets, Jaguars, Saints, and the Dallas Cowboys. The Denver Broncos do play the Chiefs this weekend, and then they follow up with the Falcons, Raiders, and Browns the following weeks. Currently, right now, if they were to win this weekend, they have a 73% chance of making the playoffs, and if they were to lose, they're in a 49% chance of making the playoffs. So, guys, Week 10, Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Is this a must-win game for the Denver Broncos? And prior to Week 9, going into Week 9, before the Denver Broncos played the Baltimore Ravens, I slid them into number 10 in my power rankings. I started to believe in them, and I started like, hey, they've won 5 out of 6. They're looking pretty good. But when we go back and look at those wins over the Jets, Raiders, Saints, and Panthers, nothing really to write home about. They did beat the Buccaneers in that stretch, right, giving them the first win on the season. But the simple fact of the matter is that the Broncos are in a must-win situation. If the Broncos want to make a playoff push, they need to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They need to compete with a top team in the AFC. And when we look at the teams in the AFC that they have played, every top team they have played, a potential playoff-bound team, they have lost. They've lost to the Chargers, they lost to the Ravens, and if they lose this week, then they've lost to the Chiefs as well. All potential playoff teams. Now, in the AFC, they have won 2 games, and they also lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've only beaten the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Denver Broncos have a lot to prove, right? They have a lot to prove. 73% chance to make the playoffs if you beat the Kansas City Chiefs, not because you beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but because that momentum of being the Kansas City Chiefs will carry you on for the next weeks. Guys, I 100% think that this week is a must-win for the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos need to go in there and they need to compete at Arrowhead Stadium, have flashbacks, make the Chiefs have PTSD of Christmas Day for the Las Vegas Raiders, and then the Denver Broncos can be like, huh, you remember November 10th? Ha 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 ha. Right? It's just the simple fact of the matter. This is a tipping point for the Denver Broncos season. Whether they're going to have a playoff season, a good season, or they're going to have a bad season. They're right there on the teeter-totter, right? Teeter-totter, we could be good if we compete and beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and teeter-totter bad if we lose and Kansas City Chiefs and get beat down. This is a must-win. What do you guys think? Is this game versus the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs a must-win game for the Denver Broncos? James Frank says this is a must-win. They won't beat Kareem Hunt and the game, but it is a must-win. James, I think you're correct. I think you are correct. It is definitely a must-win. Must-win.